Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's Mighty Muscles. On this channel, I focus on effective fitness tips with efficiency. And on this video, I'm going to teach you a stretch for your soleus and your gastrocnemius muscles, as well as I'm going to add a little tip if you have overpronated feet, which is flat feet. Alright, so if you don't know the difference between the soleus muscle and the gastrocnemius muscle, I'll quickly explain it to you. So the soleus muscle is the dominant calf muscle when your knee is flexed like this. If your leg is straight, then your gastrocnemius muscle is going to be the one that is dominantly used. So in order to stretch our soleus muscle, we have to have our leg bent. Now, if you have flat feet or overpronated feet, basically what that is when you stand or put pressure down into your feet, a good functioning foot has an arch in it like this, which keeps the ankle nice and stable. Now, if you don't have a high arch, then your leg rotates like this, and you see my ankle just collapses, which makes my foot flat. Now, in this, I'll turn around so you can see a bit better. If my foot's like this, the muscles on this side of my ankle are going to be real tight, my peroneal muscles that run along the outside of my leg here. And there's a muscle called the posterior tibialis, which runs on your foot and under your ankle, up your leg like this. So you could see that if my foot's like this, then that muscle is going to be very stretched. Now, if you have bad feet or ankles, the flat feet, and you go to stretch your calf, basically your ankle's not going to be in the right position, and you're just going to be putting even more stress on your posterior tibialis, which is just going to stretch that muscle even more and make your condition even worse. So if you have orthotics to help with your flat feet, I highly recommend using them when you do your calf stretches, and that's just going to help put your ankle in better alignment. So that's what I'm going to be doing today as well. Okay, so now to do the stretch, you want to put your foot on top of your orthotic, or if you already have good healthy ankles, then just put it on the ground like normal and do the stretch exactly the same, just without the orthotic. From here, you want to get your knee a little further forward than your toes, and you want to put your elbow just under your knee like this. Now, it's important to make sure that your knee is in line with your toes. You don't want it to be out here or all the way in here. And from here, we're just going to lift our chest up and lean forward a little bit, put a bit of pressure into the knees that our leg comes forward, which will stretch our soleus. Now, you just want to sit here for a little bit and relax the whole body. Make sure there's no tension in your upper body, in your stomach, in your leg, in your hips. And once you feel that you're sufficiently relaxed, we can go into a contraction. So what you want to do from here is make sure that your body doesn't move at all, but we're just going to be putting a little bit of pressure into our heel of our foot and try and sort of do a little bit of a calf raise, but don't let your body move, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be pushing down here now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop, relax, take a breath in and out. Take another breath in. And on the out breath, we're going to put a bit more pressure into our knee, which will increase our stretch. Now you just want to do the same thing, relax. And you can put your arm up like this, which will help put a bit more pressure down as well. And if you have something sturdy to grab with this arm that can pull you further forward, that would work. I also have a resistance band here, which will help me stretch even further. So I'm just going to relax here for a little bit. Focus on your breathing, relax the whole body. And once you feel relaxed, we can do another contraction. So we're pressing our foot down, not letting our body move. And you want to press your foot down just enough so that you can feel the muscle contracting. Hold that for a few seconds, stop, relax. And on the out breath, you want to come into the stretch even more. Now you can do a couple of contractions for each leg, and once you're finished, you want to make sure that you can hold the stretch for at least 5 breaths in and out, and then come out of the stretch and swap over to your other leg. All right, so now we're going to stretch the gastrocnemius, and I'm going to be using the orthotic again. Now, I'm also going to be using a wall, just because when you put your foot on the orthotic, it can be a little slippery, so I don't want my foot to go back any more than it needs to. The main thing in this stretch is to make sure that the heel of your foot stays down on the ground. So to get into the stretch, bring your foot up to the wall and then just bring your arms out until you feel a decent stretch in your calf. Now with your leg that we're not stretching, you can just loop that over your other leg. From here, we just want to relax, focus on our breathing. And when you feel ready, what you want to try to do is lift your chest up and arch your lower back on your out breath. So take a breath in and out. And you should feel that that intensifies the stretch quite significantly. And then you just want to hold this position for a little bit and focus on your breathing and focus on relaxing your whole body. Now, when you feel ready, we can do a contraction. So we want to try press our foot down into the ground like we're doing a calf raise, but make sure that our body doesn't move. So we're going to hold that now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop, relax. And on our out breath, we're going to try to focus on bringing our chest up again and arching our lower back. Just like that. Now, if this stretch gets a little too easy, you can always bring your hands out a little bit more, and then just keep doing contractions where you're pressing your foot down into the ground, holding for about 8 seconds, relaxing, and then try to arch your lower back and bring your chest up again. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next Sunday.